The air hit me like a warm, damp blanket the moment I stepped off the plane in Yangon. The scent of spices, exhaust, and something ancient filled the air. This was Myanmar, the Golden Land. The airport buzzed with monks in saffron robes, women with thanika, and a language I didn't understand. I felt that electric thrill of adventure knowing this was more than just another trip. My plan was simple: explore, learn, and connect. Locals greeted me with genuine smiles, offering tea and directions, sharing pieces of their lives. It felt like stepping back in time, where human connection was still the most valuable currency. Yangon was a city of contrasts: colonial buildings beside modern towers, street vendors selling everything from samosas to wood carvings. Every corner held a new discovery, a new story. As the sun set, I found a tea house and watched the city glow orange and purple. Families gathered, monks walked in silent procession, and peace settled over the city. I felt grateful to be a guest in this resilient land. Little did I know, my journey was about to take a very different turn. My adventure was on the verge of becoming a lesson in patience and understanding the unseen. On my second day, I felt it, a prickle on the back of my neck. At first I thought it was just curiosity, but this was different. In Bogyok Market, I noticed a man who wasn't shopping or selling, just watching. When I moved, he moved. My instincts kicked in. I tested him ducking into a bookshop. He passed by, scanning the street. I was being followed. The next day there were two men working in shifts, always at a distance but never gone. I saw the handover near Sul Pagoda, a subtle nod. A seamless switch. On buses, at food stalls, one of them was always nearby. The constant surveillance wore me down. Every glance felt loaded, every sound suspicious. Had I done something wrong? In a country with a complex political climate, even small mistakes could have big consequences. The joy of discovery was replaced by a quiet anxiety. Myanmar's open welcome now felt shadowed by something hidden. My adventure had become a test of nerve. I tried to stay calm, but the feeling of being watched was relentless. I wondered if I'd ever feel at ease again. The city's beauty was now tinged with unease. I realized this journey would be about more than just seeing the sights. The next 5 days became a mental endurance test. Each morning, I scanned for my shadows. Sometimes I saw them, sometimes not, but I always felt them. I stuck to my plans. Temples, markets, buses, always under watch. Every experience was filtered through the lens of surveillance. Moments of kindness from locals were quickly overshadowed by glimpses of my followers. Sleep was elusive, my mind replaying the day's events, searching for answers. I practiced deep breathing, reminding myself: observe, adapt, don't panic. On the fourth day, sitting by Kandagi Lake at sunset, I nearly broke. The urge to confront them was strong, but I knew it would only escalate things. I clenched my fists, forced myself to breathe, and resolved to outlast them. The adventure was no longer about what I could see, but about surviving what I couldn't. I had to be the calm in my own storm. The real challenge was mental, not physical. I learned to trust my instincts and stay patient. The days blurred together, each one a test of resilience. I wondered how long this would last, but I refused to let fear win. Despite the surveillance, I focused on connecting with Myanmar's people. Sharing mohinga with a street vendor, laughing over chopsticks, I found moments of genuine connection. These small encounters became my lifeline. Travel was challenging, crowded buses, bumpy roads, but the kindness of strangers shone through. On a train to Bagan, a family shared their meal and laughter, helping me forget my shadows for a while. The food was an adventure: tea leaf salad, Shan noodles, each meal a window into the culture. Watching sunrise over Bagan's temples, I felt awe that pushed my worries aside. Navigating these moments required balance, friendly with locals, cautious with my followers. I smiled at everyone, children, monks, even in the direction of my watchers. A smile is a universal sign of peace. It costs nothing, but it can de-escalate tension. It was my way of saying, I come in peace. I meant no harm, and sometimes that was enough. On the fifth day, everything changed. At the Bagan airport, one of the men approached me, badge in hand. My heart pounded. This was the confrontation I'd dreaded, but he was calm, apologetic, and spoke careful English. He explained they were tourist police, assigned to watch over me, not watch me. A recent incident with a solo traveler had made the government extra cautious. Because I was traveling alone and venturing off the beaten path, they were there for my safety. Relief washed over me. My shadows were guardians, not threats. All my anxiety had been a misunderstanding. They kept their distance to avoid interfering, hoping I'd never notice. He gave me his number, told me to call if I needed help, and then disappeared. Suddenly, I was alone again, but this time, it felt like freedom. The fear evaporated, replaced by gratitude and a new perspective. I realized how quickly perception can shift. My journey had been transformed by a simple explanation. Sometimes the unknown is just someone looking out for you. Standing in that small airport, I realized how much I'd learned. My fear had come from ignorance. The reality was care and protection. It was a lesson in not jumping to conclusions, especially as a guest in another culture. Things aren't always as they seem. This experience forced me to confront my own biases and see with empathy. The beauty of Myanmar, once obscured by fear, now shone brighter. I remembered the temples, the fishermen, the smiles of strangers. Myanmar was more than its headlines. It was resilient, gentle, and protective. Staying calm under pressure had served me well. Panic is the real enemy. A level head is your best tool. My 5 days under watch deepened my respect for this country. I left with more than souvenirs. I left with a lesson in perspective. The world is complex. Navigate it with an open mind and a calm spirit. This story from Myanmar is just one of many adventures I've lived. True adventure isn't always about wild places, it's about the challenges inside your own mind. These journeys test your perception, patience, and trust. They teach humility, awareness, and the value of seeing humanity in every situation. Don't let fear hold you back from exploring. Be smart, be prepared, but don't let caution become paranoia. Travel with an open heart and mind. Respect local customs. A smile and genuine curiosity open more doors than any key. The world is full of good people and surprises. Feed your spirit of adventure. Step outside your comfort zone. Every journey is a chance to learn and grow. Thank you for sharing this piece of my journey. Stay curious, stay brave, and keep exploring.